Alright, if you guys did not see the last video, make sure you go check it out. We put trim on the wide body kit for the Civic finally. I know it's been missing it for a while. And we also picked up a little project that we're going to be working on regardless, but I wanted to know if you guys would be interested in it. And there's a vote in that video, so definitely go watch the last video and vote on that so I know if you guys want to be a part of it or not. Anyways, welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today, I want to do the last final touches. That way it's no longer in my hands and we can kind of get rid of it, get the color changed, and just keep going with the car. I mean, there's still a lot we got to do this thing, but one of the last few things we have to do is we have to get that rear garnish piece on, which means we have to install the new exhaust. And I would also like to somehow cut up the old bash bar that was in the rear and turn that into something that I can put back on there. Like just cut like the feet off this and weld my own bar across it or something. I don't really know, but I don't want to have no bash bar back there. That's not ideal. So today we're gonna say goodbye to the loved NVIDIA N1 exhaust. I know a lot of people have this and a lot of people absolutely love this thing. This was one of the first mods I ever did to the car. Like before, oh, it was actually maybe one of my first YouTube videos. I think it was one of my first YouTube videos. This is like one of the first things I ever did to the BRZ. I was super excited. I spent like all my money at the time on this exhaust and it has done me nothing but good. So it's sad to get rid of it, but it's kind of necessary. Like, I can't complain about it. So what we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna be installing this exhaust that comes with the Karma body kit. Well, it doesn't come with it, it's an option. You go on DSG's website and you put the Karma kit in there. You can also pick to do the carbon overlays and you can also select the exhaust option. I am excited too though, because I've never actually seen this exhaust ever. So I'm excited to see how this thing looks and how it sounds. Like every exhaust will add a little bit of a different personality. Having a center exit exhaust on the BRZ is something I think is super cool. I'm excited to see how it sounds. On a cold start, this thing's really, really loud and it's raspier than I want. I don't think that this exhaust will fix that. I think that that's something that I'm just waiting to get the turbo because that will quiet down everything. But it's louder than I want on cold start, but when you're driving, it sounds like exactly how I want it to. So as long as this can hold that or even make it a little bit better, I'm 100% cool with it. There's a big box over there that does not look like it belongs. I'm intrigued by this. Your present. That's some wish right there. Whoa. What the heck? There's wiring and relays and stuff. Yo. This thing has like one of those valves. I'm gonna freak out. If this is a valve exhaust, this is gonna be one of the best things. I'm so confused. Like I open this box to wiring harnesses. There's T's and things on and off. Yo, if this is a diverter, I'm gonna freak out. This is sick. I don't know what this box is. I don't know what any of this is. So there's hardware, obviously, for the exhaust. Dude, I'm opening the Karma exhaust for the first time. Never seen one of these, never knew what was inside the box. And I just opened it and there's like a bunch of little electronic pieces and like this remote. Dude, what is going on? Flex pipe test? It's flexy. So weird. It's like powder coated just the tip. So there's this little, oh my god. There's this little pressurized thing right here that obviously has something to do with like a diverter in here that probably opens and closes. From what I can see, well, if you look in here, I don't know if they'll be able to see it. Again, this is just what I think is happening from what I can see. I don't know 100%. So what it looks like is that this is always open. If you look in the tube, there's a hole here. And then this is probably diverted, just like blocked right off or something. Because if you look inside, this pipe would come out over here. And in there you can see it's baffled. I don't know if you guys can see it, but you can see baffling in there. And this one is a straight pipe. So this one literally just goes right to there. It just comes out the same so they look nice. And then so what I'm assuming is you press the little diverter, it opens up this one to just a straight pipe out the back. And when you have it closed, you're muffled through the entire muffler and then out this side. That's what it looks like. It also has the twin tips that have been just powder coated on just the tips. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. I might actually get the whole thing powder coated or something just because I feel like you'll see it at the back. You'll see like the whole exhaust kind of just be chrome and then a little black box. Dude, this thing looks cool. I'm excited to get it on there and see how it works. front pipe is off. Literally, there's no more hangers until these ones at the muffler. The whole rest of that thing was just like free for all. Oh, I lied. There's one more over here. So if I pop this one off, it shouldn't fall yet. Shouldn't is a key word in that sentence. Okay.
Please be careful of your head.
Yeah. Ha 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 ha. I pinched my thumb. Ready? I did it! We're gonna use you big giant turd of a creeper. On you. And then hopefully, yeah, let's go, baby. There it is, boys. This is literally what makes this car scream. It looks a lot smaller when it's out. Every time I do videos of like capturing the little NVIDIA sign and stuff underneath the car, this looks way bigger. This is so small. I realized once I got under there, I thought this was just a full catback system, but then once I saw this little like attachment for the front pipe, I realized that that's what that is. It looks pretty similar. I wasn't gonna take the Burke front pipe off, I was gonna leave everything there. I didn't realize this came with a front pipe. It came with it, we may as well just see how it sounds as a whole. So now we're gonna have the Burke over pipe, which goes like over the front. I don't have one laying around to show you. We're gonna have the agency power headers, the Burke over pipe, and then it'll be this Karma Tech Pro front pipe, and then catback, I guess we can call it. So all we gotta do now is install this contraption, which actually might be a bit easier to understand if I just laid it the right way. You can see right here, this is literally just looks like a wastegate. Like the vacuum line is gonna somehow just open and close the valve that's in this little plate, which is really cool. I'm assuming that this solenoid is just kind of like, it's gonna steal vacuum from somewhere in the car, and the vacuum's gonna go to one of these little nipples, and then the other nipple is gonna send the vacuum pressure all the way to the rear of the car. When you press the button on the remote and this little box tells it to, pressurize this, which will like open and close this valve. I think. That's my understanding. Like I said, I haven't talked to anybody about this. No one has confirmed that that's how it works, but that's what I think is gonna work. I'm gonna install this guy right now. We can go from there. I think for starters, let's run some of this hose. Just gonna slide one end onto the nipple in here. For now, to make sure that we get this thing going, I'm just gonna run it completely outside the car. First things first, I put that fuse in there because it came with a fuse, so why would you not use the fuse? And then the rest, I think, is super, super easy. This thing plugs into this little box, and then the other end goes into the solenoid. So for power-wise and stuff, that's, I think, good. I'm gonna fire this ground on this ground. T is in, hopefully that doesn't leak. Okay, so now this is gonna wanna let pressure in only, right? So it'll go this way, I think. This is all just what I think. Like we could fire this thing up and we get absolutely nothing happening. Or it could work, I don't know. But I know if you get a back surge, you probably don't wanna lose that pressure. For reference for future exhaust installs, because again, I know I'm one of the first people that's gonna be doing this on YouTube. This is what I just did. So the brake boost line, tees off right here. And then this is all just like really, really miniature version of it. Like I didn't really place anything yet because I just wanna make sure it works, but brake boost line, tees off, and then it goes into another vacuum hose that I had. I put the solenoid pressurized this way so that air can go in but not back. And then I put that to the bottom of the solenoid. Top of the solenoid, this line goes all the way to the exhaust, and then literally just wire it up. It's super straightforward, it only wires up one way. I think that's it. I think we're about to get the first cold start for this Karma center exit exhaust. I don't know how it's gonna cold start. It's either gonna cold start straight piped or cold start muffled, and I have no way to tell you what's gonna happen. It's just gonna be a guessing game. First start, in the center exit Karma exhaust. Dude, that was so, like, that was loud. That was really loud. Coming out of the muffled side, you can like see the exhaust coming out of here. I don't know if you guys can, but I can. I don't know if this is working. Yeah, well you can see right here, as I press the button, like I can press go or on or off. If I press it, nothing moves. Press this button from right here, light comes on, light goes off. That means that the power and everything's working, I just have it wired up wrong. Okay, I figured it out. What happened was I had the check valve in backwards. So the check valve right here wasn't letting it pull vacuum, it was only letting it push, which for some reason when I put it in I thought that made sense. But I had everything else right the first time. So the brake boost line does go to the bottom and then this top one does go to the back. So everything's working, it works. So you can hear, like when I press on, it instantly just sounds like a spaceship. The downside of this is that the one you just heard, that cold start you just heard, was muffled. And like, it's a matter of opinion, right? Everybody's got their own opinion. Everybody thinks everything sounds different. Some people like things, some people don't. I don't think I was a fan of that cold start. Definitely sounded like a competitor for the biggest bucket of rice contest. From my experience with straight pipe cars, which is very little because I'm not a fan of that sound. The sound that this thing is making on idle is gonna be ridiculous under throttle. Like just so loud. Like, I don't know, I don't know. I think what we gotta do here, we gotta take it for a drive. We gotta take it for a drive so I can decide how I feel about this. This is gonna be the Karma BRZ's first maiden voyage. I literally haven't taken this thing anywhere yet. To tell you the truth, I don't know if it's gonna get out of my driveway.
We're close. You're okay. But I don't know there. So this is touching. We're good. We're good. I think so.
Dude, that was so close. And then look what I also just realized. I literally looked over here to grab the camera from Courtney. That's outside, dude.
Oh.
That is the outdoors. I gotta be so careful with this. This is like me being super careful. This is the first drive with this thing being wide body, so I gotta take that into account also. Really, this is dumb. This is dumb is what we're doing, but we're gonna go have some fun. As soon as I give it any gas, it gets like raspy. Like I'm not even accelerating at all because I'm kind of embarrassed. Like, do you hear that? That doesn't sound good. That sounds like unhealthy. I don't know. I don't really want to give it too much gas because I don't like the way it sounds. Like that, it sounds like there's a loose bolt in my muffler. Do you think it'll open under pressure?
I don't see why it wouldn't.
Dude, that turned into an immediate spacecraft. Ah, turn it off, turn it off. No, 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 that's so loud. Yo, you can't be serious. No, why are both options killing me right now? Oh my God, dude, I can't even believe how much louder that just got. That was ridiculous. Okay, right, I'm gonna do it again. It was kind of funny. I hope they can hear this. Ready? There's no way. There's no way. You expect me to drive like that? Oh, little backfires. All right. I can do backfires. I can do backfires. Just give it light beanage. Something that I want to know right off the hop is it sounds like there's like a loose exhaust bolt, but it sounds like it's in the muffler. So I honestly think that, remember when I had the Wish fart can? If you guys don't remember, then you don't remember, but I had a Wish fart can and the baffling, yo Bert, y'all need to be quiet for a second. I'm trying to film. The Wish baffling came loose inside the muffler and it sounded exactly like this. So I'm worried that the baffling in there might be loose. I don't know. Okay, give me a couple of revs. Dude, that's so bad, dude. Expectations of price of the exhaust to body kit it's being paired with to everything, I expected it to be way different sounding than this one does. And like I said, this is personal preference. I'm sure there's people here that absolutely love this. There's also people that hate that I'm doing this in the middle of the road and they have to go around me, but I'm sure there's people that absolutely love this. It's just not necessarily for me, but listen how much louder this gets when you press open. Oh my God, man. There's no way. I could never drive that. Oh, stop. Ow. Oh my God. No. Dude, look, the baffling some of the baffling is coming out right now. I don't know, man. Anyway, so that's how it sounds when you rev it. We're gonna give it a couple drive-bys just for Okay, so this is a muffled, just like casual driveway, and I'll just give you a couple flybys. I don't feel good about this.
Drive, baby. We'll talk about it when we go home.
This is what it sounds like. Like, it hurt me being inside this car. Like, I was level 10 embarrassed. I get that's what a lot of people are going for. A lot of people want the straight pipe. We're just gonna pull over right here and get a thumbnail while we're here. This is cool. This is where you guys seen me taking videos of the Civic and the BRZ recently. I just literally pulled in here to take a thumbnail, but like, this is where I took the Civic when we finished it and the BRZ before we did the Karma kit. And I've never seen anybody here. I just come here because I like it. And right now there's like a Tesla and a Genesis. And they're all taking photos of their cars there. It's kind of cool. All right, we made it back. Made it in the driveway without breaking anything. I say this all the time because I always get stuff that doesn't work or whatever. But it's okay. Like, you just gotta figure it out. At this point, I'm gonna take this off. I don't like it. I don't know what we're gonna do because the two mufflers on the N1 are way too big to... It looked really weird with the single tip center exit exhaust, so I don't think we're gonna do that either. I don't know what we're gonna do at this point. I'm gonna take that back off. There may be some of you guys that like it, there may not be. I was the first guy in North America to put this on, so like, we had no idea what to expect. There was videos and stuff of it, but in the videos it doesn't sound this way, so I'm not too sure. Like, that's just life. Like, you just gotta learn to deal with it and learn to stay committed and just figure something else out. And don't let it get you super butthurt. I'm a little butthurt because it took me a while to figure this all out today, especially with the solenoid and stuff. I was having a little bit of issues. Whatever, we learn from it. It is what it is. I was gonna peel it off right now, but it's way too hot. Like, we just drove it all the way. We were beating on it a little bit, so it's hot. I don't wanna touch it right now. I don't wanna mess with it. There's no point. There's no need. But hey, on the plus side, we took this thing out for its first rip. Karma kit stayed on. Nothing flew off. Nothing broke. We're not gonna be able to put that rear garnish piece back on because I'm gonna have to take this exhaust off. And anyways, I'm really excited I got to play with one of these. I've always seen these online and wanted to buy one, but I was always too like, well, honestly, I never had the welder, so I was scared. I didn't really know how to weld. I didn't really know how to use it, so I just like never bought one. But this is super cool. Like, this is the coolest part of the whole system. Anyways, I hope all you Canadians had a good Thanksgiving weekend. I will catch you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out and stay committed.